All right, guys, it's your boy Action Jackson, and thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Honeycomb Podcast. And today we got a reoccurring guest.
What's up, man?
We got Mr. Marquise Trent. How you doing, bro?
I'm fantastic, bro. I appreciate the opportunity, man.
I appreciate you coming back. Round two.
Round two.
Now this time around is more of this is a special episode.
All right.
And we're gonna focus more on what's going on in Black America.
Whew.
So we got a straight topic on this one.
Let's go.
Cool. So let's start them off with some small.
Okay.
Could you give us just a rundown of what you seeing going on in with racism and police brutality right now?
Man, that's a tough one. In the most general sense, we have been trying as blacks in America to rewrite a narrative. When you look at the original narrative of the position of blacks, largely in the majority sense in America, it has always been one of subjugation. So because we were subjugated to the white man, simple and plain, that was pressed into the very ethos and DNA of not only us as people, but as America. When you look at the fabric of America itself, it's interwoven with the black disposition.
True.
So now, even in 2021, we're trying to escape what has been established for so long. So you see our kickback, and you see, in many cases, even though people might not want to address it, you see them still kicking us down.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, no, I mean,
every time you trying to climb out, boom, it's a boot.
yeah.
Could you go further in how are we being kicked down and suppressed?
I literally just saw, I didn't click on the article, but I just saw the headline of a newspaper, like a digital magazine or something. I just saw it today, maybe yesterday. And it said, black woman who had a white friend to stand in for her, getting her home appraised, the third time, the value of her home doubled.
Wow.
So she went the first time, it was this. She went the second time, it was this. She got Kimberly to go and do it. The value doubled. So a lot of times it may not seem overt, but a lot of times we know that it is overt, where in the most general sense, white people are looking to maintain their position. That's what it all boils down to. Survival of the fittest. They know largely that they're not the majority when it comes to population, so they still continue to flex their political muscle and just the power that they have had for hundreds of years.
See, and that's it. You hit the needle on the head. See, most people don't even believe that there's a problem with race and power and control. But could you tell the people the reality of this issue in America, that there is a race issue?
Absolutely. When you see, because white people are white, in white America, it's difficult to see that. There was a statement I heard recently enough that had me wow. And the story goes, there was a fish who came to another fish after being in another, lake or pond or something. And he was like, hey, I was over here. Now that I'm back over here, how's the water? And the fish was like, what's water? So he's immersed in his lifelong environment. He's a fish.
Yep.
He was born a fish, and when he died, he's gonna die a fish. So he was born in water. A fish outside of water is what? Dinner. Because we're gonna eat it later because he's died.
Exactly.
So when you look at a white person being in America, in which for hundreds of years America has been a place that they've had rule from the blacks to the Native Americans and Indian, whatever, they've always exerted their force. It is what it is. They've always exerted their force. They've always taken. They've always established rule. Then that has been all we've known on both sides. So to tell a white person, hey, you're enjoying your privilege in so much you're not willing to lose it to fight this battle with me, they like, what you mean privilege? But if you talk to some others that really keep it real, they'll say, I mean, I do enjoy being white. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Yeah.